Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here, otherwise known as Idaho Sledhead on my YouTube channel. We're going to do another flight today. Oh, first I guess I want to give a shout out to obviously all my fellow drone enthusiasts and the drone seekers. The little Zino, a lot of people are having Wi-Fi connection issues with it. And one of the secrets I've heard to getting a good connection is turning off Wi-Fi on your phone so that it does not interfere with the Wi-Fi from the controller to the drone, or the drone does not try and connect to the Wi-Fi on your phone rather than the controller. So I'm going to take my iPhone 10, I'm going to turn Wi-Fi completely off, and we're going to hook it up and see if we can get a good connection. I don't think I've had a single flight with this drone yet that I haven't had a dropped connection at one time or another. So this will be a good experiment to try, and hopefully we can get a good flight today. And that's all this is going to be. It's not going to be particularly scenic. We're just going to test it. I'm going to go out there a ways. I'm a little concerned about the wind we have here. I don't want to get out someplace and then find I can't fight the wind to get it back. So we're going to be kind of careful about that. But beyond that, let's get this thing in the air. Okay, I've got the Wi-Fi off on the phone, and I'm ready to fire it up here. Another thing I wanted to mention is it's really cold. It's below freezing right now. It's probably 30 degrees Fahrenheit. That'd put it, I suppose, roughly -1 Celsius. So yeah, it's a cold Idaho day today. So it's giving me a notice here that turning on Wi-Fi will improve location accuracy. So I don't know if that's coming from the drone or what, but I'm going to leave it off just for the sake of this test. We'll enter the device. And it shows that we're connected here. So let's go through well, first before I do the GPS accuracy, I am going to set the transmitter and aircraft connection. And it says Wi-Fi is established, so that's good. So although okay, now it's saying connected. Okay, let's go back in and let's we need to do the GPS accuracy, bind the GPS. So I'm going to get closer to the drone. Okay, so it says we're good. It's not asking for a compass calibration. I've done several of those recently, so I'm just going to take off without it. I'm going to start the video recording here. Let's check our camera settings just for the fun of it. I guess you can't do that while we're recording, so I'll shut it off. Yep, camera settings are good, so we'll start that recording. And let's do an automatic takeoff, and we'll see how she does. Well, so hopefully you saw that. It keeps, it's trying to take off, but it's not getting very high off the ground. Okay, I'm gonna manually give it a little height here, and we just got a little wind gust. Okay, that's better. So far so good on the connection. Good connection. I'm gonna fly it out here just a little ways, and then we'll get a further distance. Okay, so I'm hovering. It looks so far our connection is good. No issues like I had the other day. So I'm just going to I'm going to send it out this way, and we'll go out there a ways, and we'll see how it fares. Get some altitude. So far so good. We're at about a little over 80 meters in height. See it kind of moving around there. Yeah, we're about 300 meters. I'm not going to push this with this wind today. So I'm going to turn it around here. See if I can come back to us. So it should be fighting the wind a little bit this way. Well, it's coming back. So one thing I've noticed is it seems like when I try and fly straight forward, I get a little bit of a yaw. Seems to have stabilized now. That could be wind. So I hear it. We're almost back. Good, solid connection. Haven't lost connection yet at all. So let's stop here for a second. Maybe we'll. Let's just take the opportunity to try some of the flight modes. So I'm going to shut off the video. Doesn't seem to want to do that on the controller. There we go. I finally got that off. Okay, let's go into some of the flight modes here. Let's try that panorama shot. It's kind of a cool, gives you a smooth pan around. It's not a photograph again, it's just the camera pans around. So I'm going to have it go a full 360 degrees and clockwise and fairly slow speed, and click go. Yeah, no, we just lost connection. Oh no, we got her back. Yeah, it says operation failed, not connected. Okay, I was finally able to get video to restart here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring it home. I don't like that lost connection. So evidently that kind of proves that the GPS issue, pardon me. See if I can speak clearly here. That the Wi-Fi, the phone Wi-Fi, isn't the issue, because I lost connection there a few times and had a tenuous connection. Now that said, the drone is kind of almost directly above me, so I know that can make a difference. It seems to be a solid connection, so I'm gonna try that again. Yeah, it's telling me that you got to stop recording. Well, it is already stopped recording, so I don't know. There clearly there's still some bugs. So I'm going to start recording. And now I'm going to stop again here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It won't let me. I had it going, I had it stopped. I don't, but it's not letting me into that creative flight mode. I'm gonna. Yeah, so now it's showing recording again, and I didn't touch anything. Okay, now I stopped it. Let's try this. Okay, so it's doing the panorama now. And boy, we just got a really good gust of wind there. Okay, we're going to hit stop. I'm going to try and start recording again. It says it did. So a thought occurred to me that the drone was almost straight above me, so I'm wondering if that didn't affect some of the connection issues I had. But I'll tell you what, we're down to 40% battery, and with this wind I am not going to mess around. I'm just going to bring her back here. So we're going to hit return to home on the screen, and I'm going to do the takeoff point. Click OK. So here she comes. I can see the drone. we'll see how close it gets to the takeoff point here. It's going to be relatively close. I'm going to just let it land, even if it hits the air. It looks like, well, it'll land in the grass there. That shouldn't hurt anything. Okie dokie. Well, let me get everything shut down here, and we'll do a quick conclusion. Oh, and I haven't shut it down yet, but I just remembered to make sure I turn off the video. If you don't shut down video, turn off recording, you definitely will lose that file. So that's something you always have to remember on this drone. Okay, guys. I would say we had a somewhat successful flight today. I did lose connection a couple times, as you saw there. I will have my screen recording from my phone up on the screen for this entire video for the entire flight, so you can see what was going on, how far away I was, etc. I wanted to fly farther out, but it wasn't the connection that stopped me from doing that. It was the wind. We had some pretty good wind gusts going on, and you know, with my Mavic, I know how strong that drone is, and I would be comfortable with it fighting the wind on the way back. I'm not saying that the Hubsan couldn't. I'm saying that I don't have enough experience with it to know whether it would or not. So I didn't chance it. I think I went out about 300 meters roughly, and then brought it back. And you saw when I brought it back, I had it probably, it was almost directly above me, probably 15 or 20 meters offset. And that's when I started having connection issues. So could it be that because the drone was directly above me, is that why I lost connection a couple times? And as you saw, I had issues with the drone accepting instructions when I was trying to do Panorama. Trying to turn recording on and off was a struggle, and then trying to do the what they call their Panorama shot, which is really a pan, which I like. It's a neat feature. It allows you to do a nice smooth pan. If you're kind of fumble fingered like I am, those automated flight modes really help you get smoother, more cinematic video. So I appreciate that feature, and it did finally, we did finally get that to work, so that was good. So once that started, our connection was good again, and we didn't lose connection again the whole time. So flew around just a little bit more, got down to, I think it was roughly 40% battery, and with the wind and the cold, discretion is the better part of valor. No point in pushing it. And let me tell you, it's cold, even with these gloves on. It's definitely pretty chilly out here. So I guess that's one more point I can make in this video. I bought these. These are I got these off of Amazon. They're essentially bicycle gloves. They're pretty cheap, and they have the I don't know, the fingertips that will work on a touch screen. I can't remember what they call that, capacitive discharge or capacitive touch or something like that. And they work really well. I was able to do everything I needed to do on the touch screen and without being completely frozen. So even at that, it's still damn cold. But anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video today. And you know, this is Marcus Crawford, otherwise known as Idaho Sledhead, on my YouTube channel, out. And as always, thank you very much for watching, And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you again.